feel like Jim Kelly. I really do.
Did you even finish
Marv
about
Levy.
your Damon story? How old the
Marv
league is?
Levy's who I feel like.
Here's what we were trying to figure out.
Who?
Marv Levy, he's the coach.
He's okay. I don't know who you're talking
See,
about.
we're talking history again. We're going back to
I didn't know who
how
you
old
said.
the league is.
But
He
you
said
think
you were
about it.
7 years old when we
No,
when we
I
first
think he was
drafted.
12.
I was born in '88. It was what 93 when y'all
98,
started it.
2008.
94.
That's 26 years.
You were 6.
He was 6, I told you.
I was sick. Dude, I remember
I told
coming
you, man.
to two.
Are you kidding me?
I remember coming to 3 drafts.
I was kidding.
I remember when I was a kid. I remember coming to 3 drafts. One of them was.
What
with
were you,
Kevin.
still shitting yellow?
No, I was 7. One of them I was 7. I remember that because I was with Kevin. That was the
still
first
doesn't
time.
mean you're not
That was
shitting
my
yellow.
first time ever meeting Kevin. That was my first time ever meeting Kevin.
He was 6 years old.
I was 7 when I
7.
met Kevin.
No, okay, that was the year after our league started.
Yep. I remember coming to the draft and I sit there
Wow.
and just listen to you.
Well, I don't remember you there. Did you have a beard then?
No, I didn't.
Obviously, we were bad influences.
Yeah.
No. I just sat there and watched my dad.
Wow.
I didn't know what was going on, but I was happy to be there.
7 years old. Are you kidding me?
That's nuts. And then how long? So
and
after
now you're taking
that.
over the commissioning. See, that's awesome.
Oh yeah, that is cool. And then
That's
after
awesome,
that,
man.
and then on the way to
But
that,
see,
you
Dad
get
got
your
out
own
of-
team.
Hold on, Dad got out of I think I was 14 when he got out. When he
first
stopped.
time?
The first time he got out of it.
Yeah,
was
now this is a
14.
jack wagon that's
Now,
had a few
That's
key
when he was
names.
with
Who
Kevin.
was with him the first time? Was that Kevin? The
Kevin,
first time?
Kevin,
The very
Kevin's
first
always-
time?
Yeah, they were called.
It was called Pigskin Pirates.
We didn't have big sense of parts
They were
at the
called
beginning.
because your dad went out on his own and called it Lightning Strikes.
Right, that was after he.
That was before me.
Right,
That was before
right.
me.
But before
Because
that, who was he with and what was their name?
Kevin. It was Kevin.
Okay,
It was
what
Kevin.
was
He
his
was with
name
Kevin. It was Pigskin Pirates. Because he gave the ownership to Kevin.
Right. And then he
And-
went, and then became
he
Lightning
came back
Strikes.
as Lightning Strikes, and then me and him
Nephew came along.
and
Got
then
it.
me and him
Yeah,
came.
they were the queer name Niner Boys. That's right.
Right.
Then we came.
So
to
then
Niner
they split
Boys.
up just Niners
And boys.
Oh god! You know who gave that name?
Hey, I can only imagine.
I think my mom
Did she
did.
really? I gotta
do
really
think
talk to
that.
her about that.
I don't know if it was my dad who said it or my mom.
sure
who
it
Now,
said
was
it.
Dad.
now you're getting moms and wives involved.
That's right.
Jeez. Niner boys. Which it's not boys. It's
But
Bubba's not.
you know,
nuts.
I'm going to tell you the truth.
Oh, here we go.
He wasn't looking at Aaron Rodgers when we came up to that draft. We drafted Aaron Rodgers.
You can get a lot of information in these.
Now,
I
Sit down.
was
keep
sitting
in
there-
mind, this is public knowledge.
I don't give a shit.
All right.
I was sitting there. I was like, we was down 2 quarterbacks. We needed another quarterback because we just drafted that David Grodman from Jacksonville. The one,
Gerard.
the one that was like,
Y'all picked him before Rodgers?
yes.
Well, y'all were really doing good.
Rodgers is a rookie. Or Rodgers is pretty much a rookie because Favre was retiring from the
Rodgers!
But you think about it, we was looking at 2 quarterbacks. I don't remember who the other guy was. I said, let's go over Aaron Rodgers. He started looking at it. He's like, Favre's gone. Aaron Rodgers. Let's do it. So we both decided on it, but I was the one that threw it out there. He will say he threw it
And
out.
he's ridden him ever since then.
Yep. Because I said, let's get Aaron Rodgers. But
Interesting story.
I think
Yeah,
about it.
that is.
I threw
You
out.
can get a
He
lot out
threw
of
out a quarterback, and I was like, let's get Aaron Rodgers because he's starting now. Brett Favre's gone to the Jets or wherever the hell he was going to. And I was like,
Hey, where'd he go? Minnesota?
he
That's
went to the
5
Jets.
right
He
here.
went to the Jets first.
No, he went to the Minnesota.
No, he went to Minnesota after the Jets. Remember Green Bay
went to the
traded.
Jets? I don't think he was ever
Green
with
Bay
the Jets.
traded him to the Jets because they didn't want him going to Minnesota. They traded him. Look it up. I ain't lying about that. They did not want him going to a rival team.
It's what happens when you become old in this league. You forget all those things.
Yeah, he got traded to the Jets where he wouldn't play against Green Bay. Because he never got to play against Green Bay as a Jet, but when he went to Minnesota, he got to play it.
So there's another one then. Another one that has been frozen forever that just kind of fell on the lap of your dad there. Now, granted, you were his partner.
At the time.
Yeah, at the time.
the time.
But he's ridden that guy that you told him to throw
Well, I
out
mean, we
there.
both decided
Right,
on
I
it
know,
after we
but
looked at
I'm
both
just saying.
quarterbacks. But just
Manning,
saying.
Breeze,
Peyton
Favre,
Manning is one
the
of them.
first
'Cause I
time,
remember that.
Rodgers,
Leroy and Dad
Brady.
was telling him, "Oh, draft him, Roy, draft him. He'd be a great quarterback."
Yeah, is this the tall one?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. I'll probably need the small one.
Anybody else want a beer?
not quite. Did you come back in
Give
about
me a
2
minute.
minutes? I'm pretty
That's
sure.
good.
2 minutes. You
That's
need like
because
3
you guys had all
seconds.
big ones. So, quick pro crow. Everybody should know this. Our very first draft
94.
involved Barry Sanders,
I was not in
Steve
on
Young,
Jerry
your
Rice.
Dan Marino, your
Jerry
Emmett
Rice.
Smith, your Jerry Rice.
that. Emmett Smith. That's
Michael
right.
Irvin.
The very first player drafted in our league. It was a 14-team league at that time. Who was it?
I don't know. Levin's what is it?
I wasn't there. I wasn't there.
I wasn't there.
I wouldn't
Hold
remember
on.
it anyway.
You name all them people off. Let's name someone else. Steve Young.
Was it somebody that you just said, first of all? Okay, it was somebody
Nobody,
that was there.
rookie. Was it rookie?
I'm a kicker? No way. No.
Seriously,
Oh,
a kicker.
Efrain Herrera.
Hold on. Who drafted the kicker?
Hold on. Gerald Efrain.
A team called the Kentuckiana 69ers.
Who's that?
Yeah, who was
Can we
I
say
knew
that?
him.
Okay.
I knew him,
Rick
I'm sure.
Higdon, Paul Grisham.
Oh, Higdon. Okay, Christian.
We can edit that.
They kicked him. They picked the kicker?
Picked the kicker? Really?
Here's what the punchline was. Week 1, first place. They got first place week 1.
No way.
Didn't win a single game the rest of the year.
And that's like Rammer this year.
Week 1 didn't win a single game the rest of the year. They
Ray was
picked.
killed, didn't he?
Man.
They
Ray killed
picked.
Yeah, Rammer, he got first
Who
place.
he killed? He killed
Morton Anderson,
Morton Anderson. Really. And you know he was in our league for the
Kentucky
next...
69ers. That's what they did.
And he was in our league as a draftee.
Until last week, I
for,
think.
yeah, until like 20 years later.
Wow.
Yeah, last week he hung it up.
Yeah, you know, Rammer did the same thing. He won first place first year and never won another
Yeah.
game.
He also took.
21 years later.
He also had a freeze as a quarterback. With his first pick, takes another quarterback.
Y'all used to be one.
We got to learn to start saying team names instead of people.
That's right. Yeah, you're right.
Rammer
Don't mean nothing.
This is just a test mode.
Rammer don't mean nothing.
Rammer don't mean nothing because he has 3,000 different names.
He
so
does.
Yeah, that's true.
What's
Oh,
his
yeah,
new
he
name?
will change.
What
I
is
don't-
his
he'll
new
change.
name?
The
Anybody
team,
know?
the team formerly known as Prince.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, man. You know, you can sit and talk about this crap forever, man. You
I
could.
like to know. I mean, the history. Hell,
I mean, you don't know 90% of what I know, and
I
you
know- I
don't know
remember-
100%
I
of what
remember-
he knows.
the
I don't know most of the stuff he
Watchers team, Rainbow Riders, whatever.
Rainbow
hell.
Warriors.
Rainbow Warriors.
That guy won it the
Yeah.
first year I
Charlie
was in.
Jacoby.
That was Charlie
And
Jacoby.
he got out of it the next year after he
Let
won
me
it.
ask you this. What did Wadridge buy that for? Do you remember?
It was a beer one.
You know,
It
stuff
was
like that we
like
need
a
to write
six-pack or
down. I know.
something.
Mine was
I
a
know.
6-pack. I never gave it to him. That's the whole point.
I got
You
my.
never even gave it to him? Who'd you buy
Because
it from?
King, I never seen him. I never
Oh,
heard of him.
yeah. Woo, that's not much smaller. Thank you.
Not too much.
Not much smaller. All right, 12-pack. I got Drew Brees with a 12-pack of some kind. Oh,
Ain't that
it was a
something?
piss
Dude,
beer.
that was the stupidest-
It was 64.
Probably Miller.
Miller
It
Lite
was
64.
I think that's something.
How the
Ain't
hell?
that
He's an
something?
idiot. I'm sorry.
Who,
Walter's a
Dave or the
dumbass.
other guy?
That would be Papa Smurf's idiot.
I told him that to his straight to his face. You're an idiot. Get rid
Who
of
do you
him.
have? Why do you want to get rid of him?
Because he didn't like him.
He didn't like him.
He did not
He
like
didn't
him.
like
But he had another quarterback.
No, he didn't
No,
like
he
him.
did not. He did
I thought
not.
he had two quarterbacks he couldn't decide.
No, didn't like him.
He did not
Wow.
like him. He
Wow.
traded him because he did not like Drew
No,
Brees.
I
That was his
like him.
reason why I said Drew was
I mean,
an
Dave
idiot.
rode him for 9 years.
Didn't like him. Didn't like all the stuff he
I
does
said,
about
you're-
hurricane
But see, he's right now 'cause you
support.
got rid of him.
After 9 years,
My
that guy,
opinion.
he had his run.
You're smart, my opinion. I think he's done. I think he's done.
He's not done, but
He is
ain't
done.
gonna-
He's
not
over
going
the
to do
hill.
what he's
How
done
old
the
is he?
last
30,
yeah.
34
They're
now?
getting rid of everybody.
He's 34 now.
They
He's
may
only-
even get rid of
he's
him
only
if-
5'11".
As good as our league is, as good as our league is, there's one tweak that we don't need to do. I don't think we need to do it, but there's one tweak that we have. You know, we preach mirror the NFL, mirror the NFL. That's why we play all the way through the Super Bowl.
Yes,
But
That's the only way you
the
should do
one
it.
thing we don't do is our keeper league is 2, not the whole team.
See, the thing about it is that's how you should do it to go to the end of the Super Bowl. Because I hate the ESPN leagues. I hate the other ones because they only go up to week 17 and half your players are being arrested.
He's talking
Yeah,
about
put
keeper
on the
leagues
bench.
as in keeping as
Play.
many as you want.
Well, I know what you're saying.
But
Keeping 2.
I don't think that we can't do that because if you get one team that dominates and he
No.
freezes the next 5,
I'm saying keep 2 players
Right.
on.
That's-
We
that's-
shouldn't
that's
change that.
keeping it right.
And so when I say we mirror the NFL, they keep all their players.
They
We
can't.
only keep. We
so
only
once
keep
they
2.
become a franchise, they can continue to do that for 9 years.
which means we're
See,
playing.
you're still looking for your franchise player. I like
Darn
got mine
right
too.
Which means we're playing year to year to year. Even though you got 2 keepers, you're really only playing for this year.
Yeah, but the thing about it is your 2 keepers, like me, are a connection.
No, but
in
let
the
me
last
tell
2 years, at the end of by
Let me tell
by
y'all
after
something.
Thanksgiving,
Let me tell y'all
I've
something.
always
I've
been
done.
out scoring
All right,
people. and
let,
everything
let me
after.
tell you something I've done.
Yes, bring
Yes,
us
please.
another one. 'cause
Let me tell you something I did that I've not told anybody.
Let me hit pause and then I'll hit start again when the taxi comes up. Takes your asses across the
No,
bridge.
this is something I
I'll be
did,
fine.
and y'all can go back and
Stay
you
tuned
can-
for next week.
You can prove that you can verify this. I went back 10 years.
Is this your stats thing?
Well, it is that. I went back 10 years.
You want to have a bathroom
The
break?
the Super Bowl winner of every year had 2 freezes.
Really?
And you can
So
go
a
back.
lot of other
You
people
sure?
that didn't win it though.
Hold
Huh?
on.
No, you're right. The people that didn't win it didn't have 2
You
freezes.
didn't win because you only froze Nick Foles.
Hold on.
Well, no, I could have
Hold
froze 2 and still didn't win it. But
Hold
I'm
on.
saying the
I got
winner
you.
actually.
Dad only froze Aaron Rodgers the year he beat me.
I don't know. I look back and
I think he did. I think he only froze Aaron Rodgers.
now,
and
I
that's
didn't
the
have
year.
the paperwork in front of me. I'm going
I
by
think
what
that's
I
the year he
thought.
got Ray Rice.
I will throw this out there.
Which tells
12,
me in a way.
12 out of our 16 teams freeze 2.
Right, exactly.
One team will freeze 1, and then there's 3 that are starting from scratch.
For many, right.
So you got
Yeah.
75. You got 75% of the league that's going
Right.
to freeze 2.
Which would make it more of an percentage that it would come from a.
We'll do stats again. Take 2.
That's all he knows is stats.
Darn right.
Empty one or the other?
I don't
Empty
know.
one, not
this
the
one here's
full
gonna
one.
slide all around, man.
The empty one.
It's got ice. Look, I told you, it's gonna keep on going, man.
I didn't see it move a bit. That's just you.
Yeah, look at.
I am definitely going to do the bathroom.
Oh, see, we'll see.